All right, so what we're looking at is a pressure washer that I've had since 1990. Man, that's a long time. I had taken care of this thing, changed the oil in it, and the pump and the motor. Unfortunately, it lost a couple of seals in the pump and it started mixing the oil and stuff and not pumping anymore. So I did what a guy was supposed to do and I ordered a new pump. Most people would have just thrown this away, but hey, I've got to save every bit I can. I'd rather put my money into a car than this old thing. But this thing does a great job. I've got another tool attachment that I just bought for this thing probably 3 months ago that I haven't showed anybody yet. And that's why I was getting this thing out to use, because I bought a sandblast attachment to where I can actually sandblast with water. And it's supposed to really do a good job. So I've got a couple of projects lined up to do that, but the old pump went bad. So what I did, because this is a Honda and it's worth spending money on, this is about a 12 horse Honda. This was only a 3,500 PSI pump. So what I did a little bit of research. I found out that I could get a 48 PSI, 48 to 5,000 PSI pump, and this motor would pull it fine. That is going to make my sandblast unit work even better. So let me finish getting this, the old pump off, and I'm gonna show you this new pump that we just got. It didn't come off easy. I had to get a couple of chisels and go down in here and stack them. I had to squirt some of my fine Wellworth Thunderbolt on it. Now this stuff right here is pretty awesome. Now Wellworth, I use a lot of their products, but now what I love about this Wellworth stuff is the fact that it works a whole lot better than my old PD blaster, and the fact that when you put it on, it actually is a foam and it stays where you put it instead of running off. See how it foams up? And it gets in there, that it doesn't roll off, it stays where you want it to go. So we're gonna let that penetrate all that rust that's on that shaft, and then we're gonna clean the shaft up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put this new pump on. And as I was saying, the old pump just didn't come off very easy, but I got it off, and we're gonna set that over to the side. Let's see if we can't find this new pump, give this thing a little bit of love, and put this new pump on. Now I got upset when I realized that my pump had gone out. And I was like, well, this thing must be totaled. I took the part number that was on the pump that I had, looked it up, and would you believe that thing was like 850 bucks to get that exact same one from Italy. I wasn't gonna do that, guys. I wasn't gonna do it. And no telling how long that motor's gonna last. It's on there. And hey, I just wasn't gonna do it. So what I did, I started Googling that part number and I found Vivor, whatever that is. I've seen some guys do tools and stuff online from that company. I thought it was a scam, I really did. I paid $159 for this Chinese, whatever you want to call it, and I'm willing to buy a couple of these if that's what it takes. But this thing had excellent reviews, and it's supposed to fit. So here's the new pump. Got the warning labels on it and all that, but it is pretty much identical to the old pump. Same diameter shaft, except for the fact that this pushes out more PSI. So let's get this thing on and let's see if it even works. All right, so I cleaned up the shaft best I could. I got off as much as I could. Now the new pump comes with a new keyway. We took advantage of that and went ahead and put that on. And if I'm lucky, I can get this thing lined up just like that. and if the bolt holes go in place, then I'm good. Everything else seems to be perfect. And it doesn't have any vanes on it like the old pump did that would make the heat dissipate better. But hey, you get what you pay for. I hope I got more than I paid for on this one. Came with some new bolts. Let's use those. We'll put a little bit of Loctite on there so they won't vibrate out. All right, so the new pump comes with a new keyway and new bolts. I'm gonna do the right thing and not use the new bolts because being an old school guy, I'm thinking that my old hardware is probably better, better than the new hardware. And that's how you use $5 worth of Loctite all at once. But we didn't let it go to waste. I mopped it up with the bolts, and then we'll get it cleaned off here in a second. All right, so let's go ahead and put this thing in fast forward and get some stuff done. We're gonna go ahead and tighten up these bolts, set them at their proper torque. Remember, we put the Loctite on there so they won't vibrate out. Hopefully they'll last another 30 years or longer. Anyway, let's get this done, see if this thing works. All right, so the install only took about 5 to 10 minutes. The uninstall from the old pump actually took about 20 minutes because my pump had been on there since, like I said, what is that? 35 years? And it has kind of seized on the shaft. Luckily, it had a little weep hole, and I was able to get some of the Wellsworth penetrating oil down in there, and it knocked it out. I had to take a couple of big chisels and put down in there and kind of drive a wedge, and then work my way around and kind of unseize it, if you will. So anyway, got that done, got the shaft cleaned up, got the new pump on. We got to transfer or take this plug out where you put oil in and put the little dipstick tube in that comes with it, and some oil. And then we're ready to try to get the hose unseized from the old pump and maybe try to get this thing to work today. If not today, one day this week for sure. All right, so you caught me. That's right, just a swinging. Well, the pump worked great. I've got a new tool I'm going to show you guys next week. I'm going to show it to you in action. We're going to do some paint stripping. We're going to do it with water and sand mixed together as soon as my media comes in. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We just saved another old tool, ready for the next project. Now get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys in the next episode. Spanky's gone.